I've decided to get on to at least finish this mission or continue this mission for a little bit. Um, about 10 o'clock here, a little after. I'm not really sleepy. Figure maybe play for an hour. Just for an hour or so. We are continuing the mountain that fell. And we are, I think, about halfway to 3/4 of the way up the bitter climb. So we're going to continue this.
You made a climbing path for me, but left an army of machines for me to deal with?
Since when were machines any obstacle for you? If you could fly, I wouldn't have bothered with a climbing path either.
That water? Snow? No. Bitter ass climb.
Down.
Like my bitter sinus problems. Getting stuffy now that the weather's changing again. I get real gaggy every morning. My nose like seizes up at night and clogs. And then in the morning I drink pre-workout and it starts running down my throat and gagging me.
This is exactly the kind of place I expected to find you in, Silence.
Thank you. It's one of many workshops I've constructed over the years. For years, I tried to get through this hatch.
Uh-oh.
I drilled, I burned, I blasted.
Couldn't get through.
But we both know that you won't have any trouble getting through.
You make it sound like I should apologize.
Not at all. It never occurred to me that the way through would not be with force, but with a key.
Never occurred to him. Never, not once.
The failure of imagination was mine, not yours.
Looks like you've spent a lot of time here.
19 years ago, a great explosion destroyed this mountain. Gaia's death, your birth.
Oh, wow.
The echo could be heard as far as the claim. Ash darkened the skies. How they fretted in meridian as they tried to read this omen. The crater burned for weeks, but when it cooled, I was the first to behold what lay within. Over time, the machines closed ranks to protect it. Useful. Soon, no one dared to come here. Except me.
Uh-oh.
In her message, Gaia said we could restore her, but after seeing the damage, how could that be?
She said any effort to repair her must come after Hades is destroyed. I concur. Rebuilding the terraforming system now might allow Hades to use it as a weapon. Because of Gaia's sacrifice, it has been forced to search for means that are less convenient.
But do you think it's even possible to restore Gaia?
You know what the Cauldrons are capable of. How they fabricate any technology necessary to create a machine. And by the same principle, it should be possible to replicate every technology necessary to repair Gaia. But that would take years. And we're counting the time we have left by the hour.
I thought you might actually be here this time. Actually, here.
Why? My presence is unnecessary. You don't need my help to pass through this door. You were the one born to do this, not me.
But you could be a little cooler.
It's time for me to head in.
Yes.
He could be a little cooler, yeah.
When you find the Master Override, you will gain the power to defeat Hades. Everything depends on you.
Master Override. Exactly what we're after. You know it ain't gonna be easy to get.
Genetic identity confirmed. Entry authorized. Greetings, Dr. Servant.
Yeah, my nerves are a little bit funky, so I figured I'd get on for a little bit. Was gonna do the podcast thing again this weekend, but my one nephew was busy, and I did end up having a very long conversation with my other nephew, the youngest, and we got caught up, and he is interested in getting on board with the show, if that's what you want to call it.
Logging arrivals, Shan Margot.
Which will be pretty cool. I'm excited.
Population 10.
11 counting Gaia.
Don't count your chicken embryos before they're incubated, hon. She's still firing up. Be a while before you eat that omelet.
Vegan Travis, you'd think we'd worked in the same secret base long enough for you to notice.
We weren't scheduled to shack up here for another 3 weeks. You realize I just lost 350 kilos of pre-code smut comics in transit.
Wait, actual physical media? Why didn't you have it digitized?
Can't beat the feel of physical media on your fingers. And
How about
we
it?
ain't gonna be touching a whole lot else. Figured I was gonna pass the time archiving them. What about you?
Me? At work, I guess.
Guess
My
we're
task
going
queue
down.
stretches out for like 3.
Now where? Whoa! Not down there. She was cannonballing. Dumbass. I am a dumbass. What are you gonna do? Alright, let's try this again. That's one of the cooler functions of the game. Alright, let's not dive off the edge this time. I think that would be a prudent choice, to not dive off the edge.
Guess that's my way across.
Oh boy.
It's, held like this for 19 years, right?
Well,
Don't answer.
Aloy, worry about falling? She's a climbing beast. I don't see her ever being worried
Glad
about
that's over.
falling. While climbing. Maybe while running. Daisy. Oh yeah. No wonder they call it the bitter climb. Call it the get lost climb. Although I guess it's good to check things out. I could be missing a power cell.
This must have been where they lived. What's left of it. Once this was all enclosed by rock and metal.
Nada.
We're to talk show.
Luxurious superstar. We didn't end up doing it. It was supposed to be on. My one nephew that was with me last week was busy. And me and my other nephew did Skype and we got caught up. And he is down as well. So I think it's going to turn into something awesome. That's why I sort of wanted to get on regardless if it was gameplay or not. And Plus, I'm not really sleepy. I'm a little bit bummed out, anxious, anxiety filled. So I wanted to get on anyway for a little bit. And at least run this mission out or just play for an hour or two. Bullshit with anybody who may stop in. And that's it. But I was all set up to do it. And like I said, my one nephew was busy.
I know it. She didn't even get a chance to.
But it was good to get a chance to catch up with my other nephew.
Elizabeth's journals. And they're all destroyed?
Scan them. The Focus can rebuild them, but the process is slow.
Okay.
To us, it seems a powerful device, but it's...
Were you looking forward to it? I'm flattered.
Days, weeks, years. Concern yourself with stopping Hades and extending the future, and you might live long enough to hear them.
What am I supposed to scan? Search the ruins for the Master Override. I'm trying. I don't know where it's at. No, I do not. Oh.
Elizabeth. What is this?
Uh-oh. Time to talk to myself.
This is Charles Ronson.
Maybe not.
I'm logging this 6 hours after final deployment of Gaia Prime. This morning, an access port seal malfunctioned.
Yeah.
Gaia Prime's port seals were designed to close with a seam of less than 2 millimeters. But this one closed with a 10 millimeter gap. Enough for an energy signature to bleed through. Enough for the swarm to detect this facility. Enough for Gaia to be discovered and destroyed. Enough to end the future we worked so hard to make possible. Unless the hatch servos were manually re-engaged from the outside. I'm now switching to a recording of the event.
Well, I'm not going out there. Now, what I signed up for?
Either we send someone out, or all of this was for nothing.
It should be Liz's decision.
So when is she going to get here?
She said 5 minutes.
Never.
You don't think.
Oh no. Okay, everyone.
The armor.
The seal. Gaia?
Seal closure at 1.4 millimeters. Confirmed.
Elizabeth, no. We'll find a way to bring you back in.
It's not gonna happen. The swarm's too close. Really. It's alright. Gaia's complete. She'll take care of things from here on out. That's what she does.
Not like this. There's so much we...
Guys, you know me. I'm no good at endings. At letting things end, so, let's not.
So, happy trails, Liz. And, see you around.
Yeah.
That's sad. They had to say goodbye to her and leave her out there to die.
I'm okay with this.
Just because it made more
I wanna
sense.
go home. Goodbye.
That was the last transmission of Elizabeth Sobeck. She gave everything for the hope of life on this planet. And we are all in her debt.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how are you
You'd
this
hate it,
evening,
Liz, but
luxurious
I wrote you a eulogy.
superstar?
You'd hate it, Liz, but I wrote you a eulogy. I had
Alright.
to try to Look.
Hell, Liz.
There we go.
Aloy?
She's gone.
I'm good, you.
Really gone.
Not too
You
bad.
knew she couldn't have survived, Aloy.
Bummed out because
Your
my
achievements
daughters
were
left, but they're coming back tomorrow for the
beyond
holiday.
exceptional.
While her people bickered, she was the one who took responsibility. The only one who could.
She was better than them.
That's not what I said.
She was.
Uh-oh.
You shouldn't be afraid to admit it.
He can be such a dick.
Okay.
Stop acting like a machine, not the way you mean.
Can't you just for one moment
There we go.
stop calculating and let yourself feel? She sacrificed herself for her friends, for the future, for life on Earth.
Yeah.
Doesn't that stir anything in you? The generosity of it.
Doesn't it?
You're trying to invest her decision with something magical. It was a rational choice, not based on sentimentality.
You're wrong. Remember, she knew it wasn't enough for Gaia to think. She taught Gaia to feel. To care, to sacrifice, to believe in life. Enough to fight against hopelessness. If it wasn't for that sentimentality, life would have ended. You and I would never have existed.
Your argument is sound. I'm sorry for your loss.
She said she wanted to go home. Maybe.
What?
Nothing. It's time to go on.
Uh-oh. Gotta search for that master override. I don't want to miss anything. I fear that I've missed power cells. That's what I fear. I do not want to miss power cells. Not at all. Going up. Upsy daisy. Alright, Aloy. Come on. Atta girl. Why does this knucklehead of nephew of mine keep sending me links to music videos? He was the one that was busy.
There's another section at the back of the crater. Looks like it survived the blast.
Because it was armored. You found the control room.
I'm on my way.
Look out. I didn't think I was making that one. Oh boy. I like these climbing sequences. I think they're fun.
I've been taking a hard look at the project. In the end, it's simple. It's clean. It's clear. Erasure. Addition. By. Subtraction. I can make a better list. With a single stroke.
I really don't like the direction this is going.
Continue.
Me either. I remember this. They all stayed there and just died.
When I opened the hatch, the air rushed in from this side.
Because there was none inside of the chamber.
But the alphas were in there.
I'm locked out of core control. Alpha clearance overridden. What the hell is Omega clearance? Oh no. Alpha personnel. Sorry to alarm you, but I need you to listen, okay?
Uh-oh.
To what I'm about to say. This isn't easy. See, please, stop trying to access the sense system, okay? See, what this is about is, I said stop trying to access the goddamn system. And what I'm trying to say is, I can't stop thinking about the ones who come after us. Those innocents. Those blameless men and women. We're gonna give them knowledge? Like it's a gift?
Ted, we've talked about this before. Apollo has 3,000 plus fail-safe conditions.
It's not a gift, it's a disease. They're the cure, and we're gonna give them the disease. Our disease? No, we can't. And it's not too late. If we're willing to sacrifice.
Ted, it doesn't need to be like this.
It already is, Samina. I did it 3 minutes ago. I've purged Apollo. It's gone. All of it. Every copy.
A sacrifice? It's not a sacrifice. It's cultural obliteration, you crazy bastard. Millennia of culture.
I'm sorry. Really.
Oh, wow. That's why they're so far behind.
To protect innocence, innocents have to die.
Emergency alert. Cutting atmosphere.
They killed them. Straight up killed them.
He killed them all.
So this is why.
Yes, he did.
This is why we were trapped in benighted ignorance for an innocent future. Blameless men. He never saw the slaughter in the sun ring. Everything these people achieved, all the knowledge of the old ones, evaporated, turned to dust, scattered to the void, like the alphas themselves.
No.
How about it?
Not a void. When the hatch unsealed and scattered their ashes on the wind, it took them out among the world they made. The world we're living in. It's a monument to what they died trying to accomplish.
A monument to oblivion.
Not oblivion, silence. Hope.
Got the master override.
That's so small.
Now all you have to do is kill Hades with it.
Episode just. Oh.
Good?
Try not to fall to your death. The master override doesn't override gravity.
Silence is such a thing. Nothing up under there, huh? Oh, sugar. Horrible. Such a noob. Such a noob. I'll tell you. Times like this, I don't even know why I pick up the controller. Casually walking off of ledges. Little store. Almost thought I could get through that wall. I don't know how I can't even get through an open doorway.
Try not to fall to your death. The master override doesn't override gravity.
Keep holding, keep holding.
Didn't we already go this way? I think I do gotta go this way. Hopefully. Nope. Try to follow the marker. There we go. Now we got it. Excuse me. Twice.
You're here.
For a moment,
What?
our journey together has come to an end, Aloy. But before I go, I think I owe it to you to tell you the rest of the story.
Go on.
Some time ago, I admitted that I'd been involved with the eclipse. But I never told you the full extent of my culpability. The truth is, I was there at the beginning. I found Hades, Aloy, buried on that mountain, trapped in that shattered titan. And I served it.
What?
Tell me.
It promised knowledge and delivered. Such knowledge, you have no idea.
And in exchange?
I helped create the eclipse. Helped it build a cult. an army to do its will.
Huh.
Why are you telling me this now?
Because he
Because
realized
your
the air
success depends on knowing this.
of his ways.
When I found Hades, the first thing it wanted to know about was the Spire. Not Meridian. The Spire. Now why would that be?
The Spire was created by Gaia.
Which part of Gaia?
Minerva. Its code-breaking module. Gaia built spires to transmit the codes that deactivated the Pharaoh robots, shut down their biomatter conversion systems. Hades wants to send a new transmission to wake the machines so they can devour the world all over again.
Uh-oh.
Yes. Based on what we've learned, that's my conclusion as well.
So the Eclipse, the robots they've resurrected, they're just a means to an end. An army to capture the Spire.
Yes. So Hades can exterminate life all over again. Unless you stop it.
Uh-oh.
I want you to tell me everything. Hades, the Eclipse. Everything.
It's a long story, Aloy.
Then get started.
It began with a focus, recovered from an ancient ruin, as yours was so many years ago. In my case, the device was heavily damaged.
Long story. Here we
There was
go.
just a flicker of life in it. I spent weeks studying it, attempting repairs, until finally,
Crazy, dude.
I succeeded. A whole new dimension of perception revealed right before my eyes. That's when I detected it. A faint signal. Out there, something was searching, just like I was.
A real kindred
How
spirit.
romantic.
I followed the signal
How
to its
romantic.
source. A shattered titan, buried in the jungles of the Jewel.
So you thought it was a Titan? An old war machine?
I didn't know what to think. I'd seen such wreckage before. The Grave Horde, for example. But this was different. This was not quite dead. It couldn't speak when I found it, until my repairs gave it a voice. So began an exchange of knowledge.
Huh.
It wanted to know everything about our world, its tribes and machines. But the Spire was always its foremost concern.
What did it want to know about the Spire?
Its precise location, the surrounding geography, who controlled the land. Meanwhile, Hades revealed to me many of the intricacies of ancient technology. It bid me to recover and repair more focuses. Before long, I had a couple dozen up and running.
Enough to equip a small army.
The commanders of one, anyway. I didn't care. I was learning so much. Physics, calculus. You have no idea.
And the Shadow Karja? How did they become involved?
The Karja Civil War was a happy coincidence. A perfect opportunity.
He was
An
good.
opportunity? That's what it was to you?
Yes. Overnight, half the tribe was in exile, desperate to win back Holy Meridian.
He
Their
ran the whole
religion made them
gambit,
easy
the
to
whole
manipulate.
show.
All
Poor
I had to do
Hades.
was present Hades as the buried shadow of their mythology. So yes, it was an opportunity. I arranged for High Priest Bahavas to meet with Hades. Helis was there as well. And so the eclipse
That's
was
horrible.
born.
He
Anything
did
to
it
win
all.
Back Holy Meridian.
But Hades didn't care about Meridian. And neither did you.
We live in a world of fallen cities and vanished tribes. What were a few more? Besides, I was too busy setting up the cult's focus network to Hades' specifications. A thrilling technical challenge, especially with the alterations I included of my own design.
The ability for you to spy on them.
Yes, I may have been foolish enough to serve Hades, but I was never so foolish that I trusted it. I installed what the ancients used to call a back door in the network.
Ooh.
Secret access, empowering me to monitor all activity
Little
and
hacker, you.
communications.
What made you turn on Hades? It certainly wasn't your conscience.
Actually, I was troubled the first time I saw the Eclipse raise an ancient war robot with my technology. I questioned Hades about its intentions.
A little late.
Indeed. I'd already outlived my usefulness. When I completed work on the Focus Network, Hades summoned me to receive my reward.
Ooh.
The next moment, I heard it broadcast my kill order. I've been a fugitive ever since.
So when did I come into this? Our path together?
When Olin stumbled on you. System threat detected. That got my attention. A kill order against a savage Nora girl? Why would Hades bother with that? But then I saw that this Nora girl was wearing a focus and bore an uncanny resemblance to a great scientist of the old world.
Huh.
Helis moved quickly. I thought you were dead. But then I detected your focus inside the Nora mountain. The more I observed you, the more convinced I became of your extraordinary nature.
Oh yeah, that's my girl Aloy.
Through you, I could finally discover the secrets of the Earth. I vowed to do everything I could to ensure your success. The rest, as they used to say, is history.
Well, what do I tell him? Is there nothing you wouldn't do in all that you've done what you could to make up for your mistakes? Something tells me that I should be harsh. Something tells me I should be civil.
The things you've done in the pursuit of knowledge, Silence. Pure recklessness.
Aloy, this wasn't a confession to elicit your judgment.
Unbelievable.
I've done all I can. From here on out, the rest is up to you. Take my lance. Fit the master override to it, and you have a means of injection.
Then I just need to get close enough to Hades' skull to stab it in?
Exactly.
Oh, no problem. Silence! Where will you go?
Elsewhere. And everywhere. There's so much more to discover before the world ends.
And all this?
I leave it to you, of course. As it turned out, it was yours all along.
How about it?
I was merely trespassing.
He's a weird one.
Task is complete. Yes. The Focus Network is active. They're coming.
I'm not worried about listening to all of them right now.
I traveled far to find you. I heard your transmission. It was you, wasn't it? Entity is not known. I'm called Silence, and you are. I don't think you'd have called out if it wasn't something you wanted. You called, I responded.
Craft a lance. Get my new spear. Lance, whatever. Now I can override like everything, I think. Pretty cool looking.
I have to tell Avad that the Eclipse are ready to strike. After what happened with Derval, I will defend the city. But the Spire...
No. Thank goodness. I thought it was all over again. But the crying and the whining. But I guess we're alright. Whoa. That almost wasn't alright. Whoa. Hopefully I didn't miss nothing. Oh, let me write her down quick. The looming. The looming shadow. Hope I can get tired soon. Oh yeah. I want to
Frost catching in my throat.
stop back where the armor is in those ancient ruins and see if I can figure out what power cells I have and which ones I don't. But I don't know if there's a way you can figure that out from there. Like, I'm almost hoping there's certain slots they go in. Where was it? Over towards the beginning of the game. West. There we go. Can't travel there. Can travel there though. Tell you what, from sitting at this computer in this crappy lawn chair for so many hours, got my neck like whoa. That's alright though. I'm not playing too much longer. And we're a-loading, everybody. We're a-loading. Excuse. A couple times. Excuse me. Gotta figure out how to get up there. Pretty sure the entrance is nice. Yep. home anymore. Is it just me, or does it seem like she's swimming slow?
Those clamps have the armor locked in place. Maybe there's a way to power up the mechanism, release the clamps. Only 2 more. Just 1 more. These numbers, they must be related to segments of a circle.
Doesn't help. I'm unsure. Gosh darn it. Oh well, it was worth a shot. Still need at the least 1 more. See? Let me back up. However in the world we get out of here. Yep, we climb straight back up here. That's what I remembered anyway. Oops, health. Quick save. Core power. I can. Oh, I got some skill points and station. All of these are free, so I gotta wait. Alright. Let's fast travel on over and then I'll probably quit for today. Just wanted to finish that mission. Get on for a little bit. Say hi to whoever stopped in. Try to get rid of my anxiousness a little bit. Yeah, we'll fast travel to this one. Do this one. That's what we'll do. Probably take forever to load. And here we go. Jeopardy theme song. Doo, 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 doo. I think it's worth it though. Even though the game's a little older, I think it's worth replaying again and finally playing the DLC. Definitely. I was so in love with this game when it first came out. So in love with it. There was a lot of Assassin's Creed action in and around the release of this game as well. There was an Assassin's Creed that came out, from what I remember. And they're similar in gameplay style. Where's this guy at?
I promise. Won't cost you a shard just to look. You'll like what I have for sale.
I bet I will. This away. I'm glad they're directing me, or I would have definitely been lost. Look out, I gotta tell him.
Aloy, what brings you to Meridian?
A threat. Helis commands a legion of fanatics called the Eclipse. They will attack soon from the west, with an army of ancient war machines. But that's not the worst of it. They'll bring a mind with them. God, demon, machine, whatever you want to call it.
Uh-oh.
It's called Hades. And it doesn't want Meridian at all. It wants the Spire. And if it gets there, it will send out a call, waking more ancient machines, more than we could ever defeat. All will be lost. We can't let that happen.
I'm trying to understand, but my responsibility lies with Meridian.
Meridian isn't the target, Avad. You have to defend the Spire.
Perhaps the Vanguard, Your Radiance.
Yes. Send them to the Spire. Aaron knows Aloy. He won't question it.
And have the city guard fortify the western ridge. There they can be seen to protect Meridian and the Elite, where the Spire rests.
Aloy, allow me to apologize for my behavior before.
Okay.
After everything that happened with Ursa, I was confused. If we're to fight together on the brink of life and death,
his facial expressions weird me out.
Then you have it. As long as you don't confuse me with her again.
Even a king can learn his lesson. Good then. I'm glad that's behind us.
Me
Now,
too.
It will take time to prepare our defenses. Please, tell me what you know of our enemies. Everything.
I don't know about everything, but I'll tell you what I can.
Talk to Blameless. What's his face?
Quietly does it. Panic in the city will only create another enemy. And do keep me appraised of each new arrival.
An awsome tries to kill the Sun King and
Ah, Aloy. Preparations are underway on the ridge defenses and at the spire. Word was sent to every corner of the Sundom. Our allies offered their steel. Some came for Meridian, others for shards. But many came for you, by name.
Well, check that out.
For me.
Don't be so humble.
The ridge will be the front line. That's where the city guard are holding?
Yes, bolstered by some of the irregulars I spoke of before. The Oseram cannons that thundered Meridian's walls in the Liberation will now defend us. You're welcome to tour the defenses.
And the spire. Erend and the Vanguard are there?
Indeed. Clashing breastplates together and testing out their battle cries, I suppose. A number of the Nora have also arrived at the spire. They have resisted the offer of a royal audience. Perhaps you could parley with them.
I will. I suppose all we can do is wait for the attack.
Exactly. It's not a feeling I cherish, but our spotters at Evening Sign report there's still no movement in the west. So, if there's more you need to do elsewhere, seize this time to do it. Otherwise, I've made the apartment of Olin Delverson available to you. You can sleep there, if sleep comes.
Okay, before the final battle, optional. Visit both defense sites and then the final battle without the kick-ass armor. So maybe we'll do that next time. Maybe we'll try to hunt for the power cells, cheat a little bit, Google where they are, so we can get the awesome armor. Maybe we won't. I don't know. But I'm going to wrap it up there. Like I said, I just wanted to get on for a little bit to pass a little bit of time. We will be doing the podcast next weekend. Like I said, even if it's just me and my nephews getting on, bullshitting, talking to some people, whatever. We're going to come up with some ideas for some stuff. It's going to be a slow going process. Just bear with us. We're working on it. We're going to come up with some cool ideas, I think. So, with that being said, I may or may not be able to get on tomorrow. It's a holiday, and I'm getting my girls for a little bit during the day. So, if I do get on, it should be around the time that I'm scheduled to get on Monday, around 8. So, there's that. Till tomorrow. Love you guys. Appreciate you. Play something fun.